Welcome to ProgrammingKT. I am explaining about the problem is product of array elements except itself. So for the input array 42315, we need to return result like 30, 60, 40, 120 and 24. Let me explain about the logic how we can achieve this. So except itself means to get 0th index element in output array, we need to ignore 0th element in input array. So remaining elements product will be 0th index of output array, that is 2, 3, 6, 616, 65, 30. That is the result. So for first index, ignore first index element in input array, remaining elements product will be 60, like 4 3 is 12, 12 1 is 12, 12 5 60. So let me show you one tracing diagram, then you can understand more. So in first iteration I am trying to ignore 0th index element in input array. So remaining elements product will be 30, 236, 616, 65, 30. So this is the result for 0th index element in output array. So continue the remaining remaining iterations also, like in second iteration first index element, third iteration second index element, fourth iteration third index element, fifth iteration fourth index element. Need to continue until unless length of the array. So let me write logic for this. So before that I need to create one input array. I am taking values as it is from input array. Now I am trying to declare one method called product array elements. So this method is expecting integer type array. I am trying to create that method and I am trying to return integer array. that is the result. I need to build inside that method. So now here I am trying to check array length. So if the array length is less than or equal to 2, I am returning array as it is. Why? Because the logic is applicable only if the array length is greater than 2. Now I am implementing actual logic. Before that I am trying to create two variables. First one is array type and second one is integer type. So here I am trying to create one new array to build, to return output array result of type integer only, new length will be same as input array length. So and one more variable is product. So I am trying to build logic for product of array elements. That's why I am declaring some meaningful name called product. Moreover that I am initializing with 1. Why? Because multiplication factor is 1. So that's why I am declaring 1. Now I am trying to solve the problem in two steps. Step 1 will be I am trying to iterate array from start to end. Iterate from start to end. Next one will be second step will be end to begin. Step 2 will be iterate array from end to start, reverse exactly first step. So now let me try to build logic. So here I am trying to iterate array from start to end. At the time of iterating I am trying to assign result of ith index to product variable value. So once assignment is done I am trying to update product value for next iteration. So I am multiplying product value with array of ith index element. Once the multiplication is done, again I am trying to store the value in product variable itself. So this is the logic for first iteration. In second iteration once the first step is done, I am resetting the product value. Why? Because once the iteration is done, product value contains greater than 1. So if I did not reset it, I will get some junk data. So that's why I am resetting the product value. Now here I am trying to iterate array from end to begin. Here I can call it as array.length -1 I greater than or equal to 0. Here I need to decrement the I value. Now I can implement same logic with small change. That is, instead of assigning product value inside that result ith index, I am multiplying with result array ith index. So when I am storing in result of ith index only. I am multiplying product with the result of ith index and storing in same result of ith index only. And moreover that I am updating product value for next iteration. So finally I am trying to return result like return result. I am trying to return here result array. Now I am trying to print here. So here I can write one as out product of array elements. Now let me try to run the program. So I need to, when we are printing directly array, we will get some hexadecimal hash code. Instead of that, I can use one utility method, toString utility method present inside arrays utility class. So now let me try to run. Check with the output 30, 60, 40, 120 and 24. So this is the logic for product of array elements except itself. So if I can ignore this value, so I will get some junk data. So this is we are not expecting, right? Why? Because let me write one more s out after first iteration, how exactly it is looking. So here I can write one is out, sys out. So before that also I can write one more s out. So finally anyway we are returning, right? We can, let me try to run now. So before that also I can one input array, input array whichever we are passing. Now try to run, try to maximize it. So this is the input array we are passing. And when I am declaring result array, it will be initialized with default values called 0. So in first iteration I am trying to assign, starts with 1. 1 I am directly assigning to 0th index in result array. Now 0 is replaced with 1. So once assignment is done, in first iteration only I am updating product variable value. So I am multiplying 1 with 0th index element in input array, that is 4. 1 into 4, 4 again I am storing in product value. In second iteration I am storing I value becomes 1, right? In first index I am storing 4 and again I am updating product variable value. So 4 into, now first index we have 2, 4 into 2, so we have 8, right? Now I am trying to update 8. In third iteration I am storing that updated value here. Likewise I am continuing. So once I got at the end, once first iteration is done, so we got some value, that is some 24. So if I did not update, that value is multiplied again. I am starting multiplication logic from AND to start, right? So that's why we are getting some junk data. Once first iteration is done, we need to reset that value to 1. Then only we will get the expected result. So now I got the result, expected result, right? So 30, 60, 40, 120 and 24. Let me try to test with different input. Now I am trying to give input like two values. So it is returning as this. Why? Because the logic is applicable only array length is greater than 2. Now, so this is the input. So in first iteration value like this. In result we are getting like this line. If I can ignore food, 2 5s 10, that is the result for 0th index. If I can ignore 2 4 5s, I mean 20, this is the result for first index. If I can ignore 5 4 2 8, this is the result for second index. I mean 0, array index is starting from 0, right? That's why I am saying second index. Now, so this is the logic. Let me try to remove the loggers. So space complexity and time complexity, if we can observe, space complexity I am creating whole one brand new array. So for that I can say big O of n time, I mean space complexity, and time complexity wise I am trying to iterate array 2 times of length n. If n is the array length, I am trying to iterate 2 times, right? So I can call it as 2n. So anyway we can ignore constant value, number 2. So I can say big O of n. So if you found any better solution comparing with this, make a comment in comment section. If you like the content, please like the video and subscribe ProgrammingKT.